This is a lesson on Autodesk Revit 2018. Autodesk Revit 2010, 2011 are all the same. It's just an improvement on the interface. So this entire course will cover most of the things we do on Revit. This is the architectural template, the one we mostly use. You can either use this new, to which you will locate your architectural template, or you can just click on here, architectural template, and begin your project. Revit is a very easy app. You can just learn it in few days at max. So all you need is a very good tutor and you will have your way out of Revit. Don't think of Revit as an app that is very hard. It's a very easy app. So you can see this is the architectural template, this is the architectural tab, sorry, this is structure, system, insert, annotate, same as AutoCAD, same. You can use this is wall on the architectural template. Under architectural tab, this is wall, windows, doors, components. These are, how will I say it? These are objects you bring into, or you can model it yourself. Things like chairs, things like anything you can think of. You can use it either in interior or exterior rendering. Component, you can bring in the components, columns, roof, ceiling, all the usuals. This is your project browser. You have your floor levels, which is the first floor, second floor, to the number of floors you desire or want. This is your ceiling plan. This is your elevations, legend, schedule, sheets, families, group, and Revit links. All this are just formalities for you to get confused, to be frank with you. So this is property browser. Right now we are on level 1. It's showing you all the properties on level 1, everything on level 1, things like display, model, things like underlay. Do you want to see underneath level 1? Do you want to overlay level 1 on level 2? All that. So there's nothing much. You don't need to bother yourself all about this, because to be frank, most of these settings you don't even change it, you just continue using it, except for this one. This is the one I mostly tamper with. This, all those ones, if you end up changing it, sometimes you end up having problem with the app. So most of these settings are sturdy. Alright, let's get into business. All this chit chat is taking long. So let's set our levels. Let me show you how to set levels. Let's go to any elevation of your choice, either north, south, east, west, any. You can change either the level name. You can make it first floor, press on enter, and you say would you like to rename the corresponding view? Say yes. So the magic is, if you change your first floor, this first floor, you will now see it here. Automatically the name has changed to first floor. Let's change this one to make it ground floor, and let's see how it's going to be. Ground floor. Yes, of course, ground floor. You see, these also changed into ground floor. this is not a level, this is a site, is an overview, is like you're viewing your building on the top. So you don't change the height, or you can change the height if you want, but that will show according to the scale. So this is site, it's like your site plan, you're viewing the site on top to an appropriate scale of your desired choice. So this is just changing the names, and if you want you can change the figures. I kind of prefer 4,000 or 3,000, but I really prefer 4,000. So let me show you, this is the level. You can either select and copy, or you can use this, the main level. You can choose the size, or you can just drag at any size you want. Bam, you have your new level. In order to get out of this, is either you press on escape or click on modify once, because you can end up forgetting, and instead of you clicking on modify or escape, you will drag another one again. So you can change the height to 8,000. Oops, sorry, I pressed on 80,000. So if you notice something, this is level 0, which is your ground level, and this is the one on top of the ground level, and this is the one on top of the first floor. So what I want you to understand is, this is 0, 4,000 is an additive process. If you put this 4,000, this will be 8,000. You will definitely put 8,000. For instance, if I say I want to add another 4,000, maybe you're confused, you add another level and you said 4,000, you want to trim. Okay, you see it's right above that one. So it has to be an additive process. You have to make it 8,000. The next one should be the 16,000, depending on the height of the building you want, depending on the height of the level, sorry. That is this. So let's make this second floor. Yes, of course. So we set 3 levels with 2 floors, depending on what we want to. So let's go back to our floor plan. Now you have to choose ground floor instead of your level 1. You have to choose ground floor. This, we all know what ground floor is, we are all architects. So ground floor, if you choose ground floor, you go back to your architectural template. Sometimes you can choose your ground floor and it either goes to modify or goes somewhere you don't really want. Don't be bothered. You say, where is my wall, where is my window? Just go back and click on your architectural template, architectural tab, sorry, and they will all appear. So let's choose a wall of our desire. I prefer to use Gridlines in my design. Gridlines is very easy to, if you have Gridlines, you will easily determine how the shape or how the form of the building will be from the floor plan. So let me show you how to use Gridline. Click on modify to escape. So grid, all you have to do is click and drag. Boom. The height is depending on you, so I did not check which height I prefer. Some people prefer to do it continuously. I do not like that. It's a hectic work. If I want maybe 100 by 100, I will have to be clicking 100 of it. I will be dragging 100. So forget about that. Just click on your modify to cancel it. Click on it. Here is array. these tools here are mostly applicable in AutoCAD. If you are conversant with AutoCAD, this will not be a problem for you. This is array tool, this is Miro, this is another Miro with pick axis. The beauty of Autodesk Revit is this preview. This preview is very good. If sometimes you missed some step or something, you can just hover up your mouse, put it there, and it will bring out the preview, and you will understand what you to do. And you see the other one is different. You'll just pick a line, an axis, and you will drag it. Very easy. So this is your normal offset, this is a line. I will show you a line. Maybe I'll think is a bit different from this. This is move, copy, rotate, trim and extend, normal AutoCAD stuffs. So we click on array. Mostly if you put 1000 space between the grid 1000, they end up jump back in themselves into a very small cluster. So what I want to do is, I usually use 2000, which is 2 meters distance for every grid. So here is the array count. You will put the number you want. If it is 100, you will put 100. If it is 200, the number of how big the number is dependent on how big your project will be and how very fine you want it to look like. So I want, let's say 5 for this one, because I don't want to do something heavy. I just want you to understand the concept and learn how to do it. So 5, you will create another one which is the other way around. Let's make it this way. And so there is one mistake people usually make is, instead of you to click on modify to escape, person will just try and just press on modify, select, and then click on array. The snap tool in Revit is very good. I personally love it. So let me put in my number 2000, type in 2000 or any value you want. So put 5 again, and I have my 5. Let me make it at the middle, select all, and then move. This is the move tool. You move it to the middle, something of this nature, and move it a bit downwards. So let's leave it this way. So each box is like you are trying to create, what will I say, a square meter. It will help you in calculation of quantities. So this here is 2 meter by 2 meter box, which is 4 meters square, if I'm not mistaken, right? 2 times 2 is 4 meters square. So this here, let's go to wall. I will let you know what I mean. Wall, you will choose the wall you want. Let's see, there are different type of walls. I prefer to have the thickness of the exterior wall different from the interior wall. So anything you want. Architecture is not based on silly standards. One thing about architect is you are free to be creative in whatsoever manner. If you are bounded by rules and regulations, they are under structures. Structures, it has to correspond to the elasticity and all that nonsense. So by the way, choose any wall. Let me choose this one. So if you want to edit your wall, you want to change the thickness, you want to do something on it, all you have to do is edit, duplicate first. Never forget to duplicate. Always duplicate. Yeah, put in the name you want. Let's say exterior wall. I'll try and put shortcut X wall. Good. Press on OK. Then edit. Co-boundary. These are the finishing. This is the finishing, what type of color you want. This is either you want it to be a membrane layer, to be a structure, to be all that. It's detailing. So right now let's begin with the simple stuff before we go to more advanced stuff, so that I will not confuse you. If you want to change the thickness, all you have to do is come here and change your thickness to your desired size. Let's say I decided not to want, no, I will not change the thickness right now because I want to show you a trick on how to change every thickness of your wall of your desired size. Now let's leave it at 250 is okay. Let's leave it at 250. Press on OK. Let me draw a very small floor plan of mine. Let me get the paper. Okay, sorry for the waste of time. I just went there to get papers. So one thing to keep in mind is this: you're trying to see the wall should start from center. There's this from core center line. First exterior is like, let me just show you what I mean. First exterior, you see what I mean? First exterior. This here is the exterior part and here is the interior part. So if you say the location of the line should be aligned with the first exterior, it will align with here, right? Let me change it to sorry. So this is the interiors. Sorry, I'm feeling sleepy. Okay, this is the exterior wall, right? If you want it to align with the first exterior, this you have to follow it this way, from left to right. You have to, how will I say, have a pattern of drawing. If your design is going from left to right, you should maintain that left to right. For example, let me show you. This first exterior, this is the exterior portion of the wall, this is the interior portion of the wall, right? Good, because this is where you want to put your furnitures, I believe. and this is the outside of the building. Good. I don't usually disturb myself about this. I usually use this wall center line. It's the easiest, believe me. So there is no standards in design, right? We have established this. Let's say this is my room 1. One thing I have noticed in this 2018, I don't know if it's a bug or something. Let me press on modify. You can see my wall lines are kind of having issues. They are not completing themselves. So I found a solution for that. You'll just go into visual style, then graphics, smooth line. That's it. Your wall will come out very clearly. Okay, let's say I have my room 1. This is the room I want. Wall again. I have my room 2. Right, good. I have my room 3. I have my room 4, and so on and so forth. So in design, you kind of want to do whatsoever you feel like doing, because you are free to do so. This is the rule of design. You shouldn't be bounded by measurements. You should not be bothering yourself about measurement. You see, right now I'm trying to figure out what to do or how to do it. All I need to do is click on one of this array, click on the parent array here, change the number to 10. Now let's leave it at 8. Much more better, much more neater. Okay, my grid has passed. Delete. Okay, you can freeze this one if they're kind of disturbing you. You can end up freezing them, but just leave them for now. Let's go for the last but not the least, my dining space. Change to curve. Just to make it exciting. Okay, let's change this to 3000. 3000. 1 2 3. Good. So you can either right click and say create similar, and you will have your wall. Okay, if you notice something, I'm kind of disturbing myself with. Oh, these guys are disturbing me. You can delete the interior walls. You have to delete it. I'm trying to figure out the shape of the building. That's one thing. So forget it for now. Control Z. Forget. the walls for now. I will show you how to rearrange your walls. This is 1 bedroom, this is 2 bedroom, this is the 2nd bedroom. Sorry, I said 2 bedroom. Mostly my clients really prefer a huge master bedroom. Let me say another 1,000. 1, 2, 3, and then another 1,000. Let's say 5,000. Good. Wonderful. This button here, just drag it to reduce the height to a desired height you want, or to a desired point you want it to be. Okay, master bedroom required. Okay, for now I have my basic shape. This is what it looks like to some extent. I think you will have an idea on this is how it's gonna be or how it should be. So I think we should stop here so that what I've taught you can sink into your heads. Sorry. Just have a try. I will keep this file on the description below, so you can use this file on the next video to follow up on this course. Bye for now. We'll keep it.